Hi, everybody. It is Thursday, the 12th of December. It's my 15th anniversary, Abby and me. So, yeah, the 12th of December. So, I want to say welcome to every single person that's here. You are very special, and I really am grateful. And if I want you to remember that if this meeting was for you alone, then it's been important for you and you are special. We are grateful that you are here today. So for those who don't know my story, I'm going to quickly just give you a brief introduction to why I started with LifeWave, what my experience has been with LifeWave so far. So I heard about LifeWave in the beginning of the year. I knew the lady who was busy with it, and I thought, this is a lot of nonsense. I trusted her, I respected her, I believe in her integrity, and I was actually a little bit shocked that she got involved with stupid things like patches and pain. And, if you don't have pain in your life, you don't realize what a big thing it is. So I just thought it was a lot of nonsense. And I thought it was a lot of nonsense. But then in March, well, I was interested in looking at the income opportunity, but still I wasn't planning to do anything else than what I was doing. But then in March, I got COVID and I got really, really sick. And after 4 weeks, I could still not even get in front of my computer. I could do hardly anything, and working for myself, that was not a good place to be, because you start thinking, what's my future? What am I going to do if I can't get out of this bed? And we all know COVID, and we don't know how long it's going to last. You don't even know if you're going to survive it. And after 4 weeks, I said to my hubby, listen, just come and walk with me. I'm stuck in this house for 4 weeks. And we walked on the farm where we live, 150 meters. I was out of breath, but worse than that, my heart wanted to jump out of my chest. And that was such a scary place to be, because if you can't even do that, and I was so scared of hurting my heart, doing damage to my heart. And by then, my sister had already started, got great results. I wasn't listening to that anyway, even though I saw it happening to somebody that I really trusted even more. But I wasn't going that route. But then she gave me some patches, and I patched it just because she said so, not because I thought it would do anything. Put the patch on the back of my neck, and immediately my hair just went like thick. I couldn't think. It was like a type of detox happening. And half an hour later, I couldn't stay awake. I slept for 2 hours. I woke up there, and there was nothing wrong with me. Nothing. I didn't believe it, of course. But so for the next 2 days, I just kept on doing everything a little bit slowly, because that fear of that heart wanting to jump out of my chest was just too much. But 2 days later, I thought, let me see if I can maybe walk. I knew 150 meters was my limit, so let's see what I can do. And that day I walked 1.5 kilos on a very mountainous farm. And 4 days later, when I looked on my watch, I had already walked 9,000 steps. And that was just amazing and wonderful, being able to work, being excited with life, and just having energy again after I felt so completely different for 4 weeks. And that is why I can't keep quiet. I started patching people, and seeing the results, I'm usually in tears and in awe when I see people being helped. I'm very fortunate. I've had many one-patch wonders, what we call one-patch wonders, but I always explain that it's not a one-patch wonder thing. This is this is something that you have to decide that I'm going to invest in my health for the long term. But for me, I can't keep quiet. So I just jumped in, and I'm just so grateful to be able to help people and change people's lives like my life has been changed. So that's my short story. You can see I can't stop talking. So I'm going to give over to Stef now, and he's going to tell us his story, and then we're going to go directly over he's going to explain to us a bit more about the products. And after that, I will tell you more about the company and the business opportunity. So over to you, Stef. I'm glad that you are here to present with me today.
Well, Amanda, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have been here, Hi guys, I'm Stef. I'm living in a little place called Sedgefield here in the Garden Route. And for the last couple of years, I was pretty much very couch bound, in terms of the fact that my mobility issues with my knees kept me sitting down and not moving around and not doing whatever I didn't need to do. I wasn't doing it. Um, I had big problems with losing cartilage in my knees and massive pains in my knees. And the doctors advised me to lose 10 kilos and then they'll do a knee replacement for me. And of course, being typical male, I picked up 15 kilos because, it's just the way we are. And the pain got worse and it really became very, very bad. As I say, to the point that I would sit on the couch and I would really, really love a cup of coffee, but it'll take me an hour to motivate myself just to get up, to go to the kitchen, because moving my leg from a standing position and moving it to get up is so freaking sore that it's no fun. And then I walk to the kitchen, I got to hold on to the counter, then I got to pour the water, hold on to the counter, and that was my life. Yes, I'm very lucky. I sit in front of a computer and I work most of the time, so I get by. But having constant pain, and Amanda spoke about that earlier, having constant pain is absolutely no fun. And it impacted me in a lot of other ways. Of course, now I don't get exercise, so instead of only 10 kilos I should have lost, I've picked up 15 kilos, became 20 kilos. Luckily, Amanda also found out about the patches, decided to share it with other people, knows me very well, know my issues, came to our house, sat in the lounge and explained to us how these things work. Okay, now I'm very lucky that through studies that my wife has done and stuff on other things, I understand how our bodies work a little bit better. So this sort of made sense to me. But at that point, I was ready to say to the doctors, I don't care about the weight. You guys go, take both knees, cut them open, replace them with steel. I will suffer through that, but I can't handle this pain anymore. So I said to Mana, good, we'll give this a try. Ordered our patches. Patches arrived 4 days later. And I applied patch to my left knee, and 30 seconds later, there was hardly any pain in my left knee. Half an hour later, my right knee was feeling chop chop. So let's go on 5 months later. I don't have to patch my knees every day. Will be a week, 10 days gone where I don't have to patch it because the pain is fine. The pain is basically gone. Then I do some strenuous exercises, carry too much heavy stuff up and down stairs. Then I patch for a day or two on my knees. But I use the other patches on a regular basis. On Friday, I played 12 heads of bowls. Now, that's something that I would have never done in the last 3 years. I couldn't play bowls. That was just too much walking, bending, whatever the story is. Over and above that, using the X39 patches, which I will tell you guys about now, I'm feeling, as I'm sitting here 63 years old, I'm feeling as if I'm 50. I got energy. My brain focus disappeared. I'm busy working on some nice new projects, which I never had the energy. I'm like a spring chicken in the house. It is just mind-blowingly amazing. And the people that know me very well, that haven't seen me for a while, all ask me, Stef, what's going on? Are you gymming? Are you eating correctly? Yeah, I go to gym a little bit. Yes, I try to eat a little bit more healthier. But that is not doing what this is doing. It is all due to the patches. Skin tone has changed. My hair's starting to go black. A lot of interesting stuff. But I'm grateful, and because of what has happened to me, I love sharing this with other people, because if I can help one person to feel better, one person to have less pain, one person to make a difference in their health, then I'll be happy. Okay, Amanda,
Fantastic.
I think you need to start that presentation. I believe there's a video for us to do first.
Yes. Just be patient with me. I get very
No problem.
nervous, but I just need to move a few things around so that I can do what I want to do. And there we go. Oopsie. Let's go back one. Gosh, now it went into the wrong thing. Stef, please say something so that I don't.
Okay. Oh, you can go play around there, man.
Let me see. I can't see where this button is. There it is. Okay, there we go.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light that can promote a general state of health and healthy activity unique to each LifeWave patch. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared energy emitted from the body is reflected back into the body and then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy. LifeWave phototherapy patches promote an environment that enables the body to optimize its restorative energy and enhances your ability to live well without the use of harmful drugs or chemicals. To find out more, contact your distributor. LifeWave. Live long, live well.
So, you've seen the video. Question is, have you been patched yet? This is the question I ask people all the time. And then they look at me with these big eyes and they want to know, patch, patch, patch. What are you talking about, patches? And then I show them my patch. I said, have you seen this? And that's when the conversation starts. These patches elevate, activate, and regenerate my body. And it does the same for thousands of people all over the world that have found the LifeWave patches. So, disclaimer before we start. We're not a medical doctors. LifeWave is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. Okay. All we're doing is we're sharing information with you on how these patches work. David Smith, I was listening to a video the other day. I was watching a video where he was talking to a lot of medical professionals. Tremendously interesting. A lot of it way over my head on the technical stuff. But he's currently having over 180 patents in the world. He is not a doctor, he's a scientist and an inventor. And David, long time ago, and when I say long time ago, about 20 odd years ago, decided to specialize in age reversing. 2008, David focused all his attention on stem cell research, which was started to become a big thing around that time, because there was a lot of scientists that realized that stem cells is going to unlock this age reversing process. Over the last 10 years, or over a 10-year period, he spent over $4.5 million to get his patent and bring it to market. Quite a bit of money, a lot of effort that went into that. Thank you. Now, we're talking about patents. It's something we think we all know about. A patent is something that no one else has got the right to use. But in order to get a patent or have any form of patented technology, there's a lot of research that's got to go in, a lot of specialized stuff that's got to go in there before that patent will be approved. Now, according to the patents that LifeWave has got, it says it's something that causes a beneficial effect, at least by providing phototherapy to a human body. And we saw in the video phototherapy, and we'll talk about that now. And for example, in some environments, as a result of elevating copper peptides, including activation of stem cells, improvement in energy, elevation of antioxidants. Anybody interested in the health sphere know about the antioxidants, reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvement in stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing. Now, these are what these patents are all based on, and there's a lot of research and stuff that backs it. The copper peptides is the interesting part, and I just want to quickly, before we start talking about the products, I just want to say the copper peptides has been proven to activate stem cells. And this is what LifeWave is all about, and especially the X39. And that is why X39 is the flagship LifeWave patch. That's the base one. There are a couple of other supportive products that we use for different reasons. I'm a big user of IceWave. I love IceWave for pain reduction. Use it a lot for other people. And trust me, it works a lot better than a pill in a bottle with absolutely no side effects. X49, like X39, for example, is for sport. There's stuff for stress, sleep, weight loss, energy, stamina. We'll see the energy enhancer now. So there are supportive products, but X39, that's the big one. Thank you, Amanda. Right, we're talking about stem cells. Why are stem cells so important? Stem cells is absolutely amazing. Stem cells produce other cells like themselves. They self-renew, they fix stuff, they become other cells. You get stem cells that fixes the liver, stem cells that fixes the brain, fixes bone, fixes here, fixes there. And it maintains tissue, it helps with wound healing and a lot of other stuff. Stem cells, and scientists have realized this, is absolutely critically important for us to be able to feel younger, look younger, feel better, and our bodies heal ourselves. Thank you. So X39 is stem cell activation patch. We spoke about copper peptides that activate the stem cells. Now, the problem is when we are young, we've got a lot of stem cells. They're active, they help us, we all fine and whatever. At the age of 30, about half of our stem cells are active. At the age of 60, we've lost basically all stem cell activity. And the problem is the fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. And there are quite a few people here over the age of 50 on the call and some younger. We all know the effect of when you get older, you struggle. Wounds don't heal that quickly. Injuries don't heal that quickly. When you're sick for longer, and all that stuff. Now, that's where X39 comes in. So in the video, we saw about phototherapy. Now, the Chinese knew about this a long time ago. The Western people here in the early 60s weren't so 100% sure that this photo light sun thing has that massive an effect on us. And then 20 years later, they realized this is majorly important. Everything on Earth, every living organism on Earth needs sunlight, needs energy. The sun, from just all of us here, we know that if you go out in the sun, our bodies produces vitamin D. That's just simple. We know that babies, when they were born and they're sick, they put them under lights. Simple for all the mothers and mothers-to-be out here. So X39 has got patented nanocrystal technology that reflects the infrared light that our body emits back in a certain spectrum back to us. Inside, it is non-transdermal, so there is absolutely no drugs, chemicals, or anything going into your body. The light gets reflected, it activates copper peptides, activates the stem cells. Fantastic to have these things on that are not invasive. You don't have to worry about, and you don't have to worry about putting any chemicals into your body. And it works. So the benefits of X39. I'm sitting here, I just told you, mental clarity, my brain fog is lifted. I do sleep a lot better. People are telling me about my improved skincare. I've definitely got more energy and vitality. My pain is I'm basically pain-free most of the times. Definitely a reduction in inflammation. And I can feel my body is not what it was 6 months ago. It is better. My knees are getting better, not only pain-free, I can do more. And as if there is something happening there, and it will be interesting to see in another year's time what the final results are. So X39 is there to achieve optimal health and a state of well-being. Absolutely complete physical, mental well-being. So long-term results, and this is all documented, all per case studies on the website. This is at info.com. In the first few days, 4,000 of our genes begins to reset. And this is just amazing stuff. It is fine when you're young. These things happen basically automatically, but when you get older, this is amazing stuff. Within 6 weeks, your brain becomes more balanced. And when your brain becomes more balanced, there's so much more that you can do. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. And collagen is not only for hair and nails, it's a lot of additional benefits with cell structures. And very important for me, who had a quadruple bypass 10 years ago, within 6 months, heart reverses in age. And yeah, this is not anti-aging. X39 is not anti-aging, it is age reversing. This is what David Smith said, and this is what makes it so. We don't just stop getting older, we actually grow younger. And I said in my testimonial, I feel like I'm 50. I feel 10 years younger than what I am. And there's nothing else that has changed. It's only the patches. But people can say whatever they want. You need the science. You know, the science is very important, especially when you start speaking to very intelligent healthcare professionals and people like that. I say, where's the science? Where's the science? Well, there's the science. Topography map of a woman, 77 years old, X39 on the back of her neck. Session 1, massive inflammation in her brain, lack of brain coherence. She wasn't wearing X39. 3 weeks later, session 2, been wearing X39 on the back of her neck, and we can see all that red and orange has basically disappeared. There's a little bit of yellow there. No more information, and that scrambled brain is looking a lot better. 6 weeks later, X39 on the back of her neck, complete turnaround, better brain coherence, and the inflammation is absolutely gone. And her brain remained calm after wearing the patches. There's lots of case studies like that. Inflammation, so wonderful when we have the technology. We can take these infrared photos and stuff. On the left-hand side, you can see the red inflammation marks. 30 minutes later, after X39, look at the results. And I know that Kim has seen it. I know Amanda has seen it. I've seen it with friends of ours, with people that we have patched where that is happening. And on the right-hand side, the same story with hands. Within literally a couple of minutes, 30 minutes, inflammation is gone. Thank you, Amanda. Now, for the men out there, and for the ladies, but a lot of the men, and this is crazy stuff. The photos speak for themselves. Hair grow back. This is age reversing. Not, you know, we get younger, hair grows back. You can't see it on me, but there's little hairs coming out here, a little bit thicker, and also getting blacker. That's amazing stuff. My wife tells everybody she sees, she shows that. I said earlier on, we're talking about the energy enhancer, the energy patches and stuff. There's Michael Phelps, Olympic gold swimmer. There's the patch on his tummy. Sean May, David Beckham, football legend. I don't know who doesn't know David Beckham. And Superbike champions, all people wearing energy enhanced patches. There must be a reason they're doing that, and it really works. So how do we wear these X39 patches? You wear your patch 12 hours on and 12 hours off to repair and rejuvenate. You throw the patch away or give it to your partner. We do it on our dogs, but doesn't worry. Then you put a new patch on. You can wear more than one patch at a time. When you say that, you wear your X39 and you wear additional, some of the supportive patches like Aeon, like for inflammation, or Ice Wave. And very, very important, drink plenty of water, try to get some electrolytes in. This is phototherapy, it's about energy. We need the water, we need the electrolytes for these things to work properly. Back of your neck and under your belly button, that's the best. So David Smith, who invented this, says that he advises we do it for 90 days for optimum results. Everybody's bodies are different. Amanda spoke about one patch wonders. I was one of them with the instant pain relief and stuff, and I had very, very quick results. My wife on the other side, her results are a lot slower than mine, although we patch the same, but her results are a lot slower. But we've gone through the 90 days. We've both seen the results, mine faster than hers, her different than mine. So, although this is a recommendation for the 90 days, we've seen the results in weeks, days, hours, minutes, and literally even in seconds. I've patched somebody on the back of his back who had back spasm. And as I put that patch on, I could see his back relax, literally within 2 seconds. So that has happened. Our bodies are, I said our bodies aren't the same, so things work differently. But the biggest problem that a lot of people find when they say the patch don't work is because they dehydrate. They don't take enough fluids in, and hydration is very, very, very important. Okay. Now, this website, and I think at some point we'll get back to it again, this is at info.com. There's a lot of information on there, a lot of studies, all the patent information, but also importantly, go and listen to the testimonies on there. There's a lot of testimonies on there. It is fantastic. So, X39, sophisticated, but it's simple to explain. The testimonies, I think, to me, is always life-changing when I listen to other people and what has happened to them. But for me, the best thing about X39, for me, it works. For my wife, it works. For our best friends, it works. For Amanda, it works. For Kim, who I've also known, it works. This is not people I don't know. This is people I know and people I trust. It works for them. And I am grateful for Amanda that came to show me LifeWave and the patches. Thank you very much.
Awesome, awesome job. Stef, I just always love when you present because it's so real. Nobody can doubt that this has really happened to you. And this is what I think why LifeWave is so successful, and these Zoom calls are so successful, because you can hear real people telling their real stories. We are not professionals. These are real people telling their real stories. So, guys, I'm going to give you the opportunity to share your testimony with somebody else, because your testimony, you might think it doesn't mean a lot, but your testimony can change somebody's life today. So just unmute and please share with the people who need to hear your stories, please.
Amanda, I'll give a quick testimony. Just for of course, there are quite a few of them, but I'm compelled to just talk about it for all the pet lovers out there, because my little Tao, who is from Saudi Arabia, he's going to be turning 15 tomorrow. 15. Wow. And he's patching, so he uses my use patches. And when someone's close to you every day, you don't really see the difference in them. And with human beings as well, you don't see the difference. But when people haven't seen them for a long time, just the other day, someone said to me, "What's going on with Ty? He's quite different. He was always fairly young for his age, but he's like so preppy." And my neighbor who sometimes walks him says, instead of her taking him for a walk, he's taking her for a walk. He can jump up on a pretty high chair now. It's a little bit of a struggle because he's got he's not a youngster anymore, but he can do it. He can jump into the car, which he was struggling with. But also what I want to stress there is, if you're an animal lover, when they start getting older, it's very stressful because you love them so much. But I can honestly say that having them on the patches just gives me freedom of mind, just knowing that whatever's happening in his stem cells is only going to help him, with longevity and improving his quality of life, which is what I want for him. So I just wanted to share that. But he's sitting here on his twin seat next to me, waiting for me to finish so he can go on his walk. But he literally, he walks us. I've got another doggy who's 5, and he's basically the one that leads. So we can see a big difference with him. Thanks, Amanda.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kim. Thank you so much. Kirsten, would you like to tell us about your family's results, please?
Sure. Sorry, that took a while to find unmute. So we are patching our 6-year-old son who's ADHD. We've had great improvements in his emotional regulation, basically. My husband is close to 50. He's got his own business, is very stressed out most of the time, very physical work. And he has had great improvement in just every day and coping with things. And we sleep so much better at night, wake up feeling refreshed and energized. He also doesn't snore. I can totally say that he's worn his patch, because often when I'm done with Zoom meetings at night, everyone's asleep already. And I can hear, oh dear, he didn't put his patch on today. Or yes, must have patched today. So
Wow.
that's changed quite a bit. And the kids have actually remarked on that as well, that they don't hear him snore anymore. And my parents are also patchers. And my dad had tinnitus for over 40 years, just from the army days, and extreme ringing in his ears. They had tried everything, and it was just probably about 10 years ago, something he accepted that he has to live with. Just patching X39 within 4 days, that was totally gone, and it hasn't returned yet. So that's been amazing. I have a 91-year-old grandmother who developed some wounds, and those healed very fast and impressed the whole old age home and care center where she's at. She's also had glaucoma in her eyes with quite high pressure readings and was told to be on medication. She did take the medication, however, there were way too many side effects that she was experiencing, like blackouts, and they couldn't quite pinpoint what it was, and then decided to leave all the medication. And she hasn't been taking any for 6 months and had her checkup 2 or 3 weeks ago, and her pressures have reduced, and the specialist is very happy with where she's at with her eyes. So yeah, something else maybe for women that I've heard on people that I've been patching is that hormonal changes have been so much easier to deal with. I just heard again today, even in fact, one of my younger downlines, she is only in her late 30s and suffers with severe period pains where she's almost out for a whole day and can't do anything else and takes medication. And that's just what she does every month. And she patched, and it's totally changed that. She doesn't even know. So it changes a few things, and that's something that the details is what I've asked people lately. So yeah, we've had fantastic changes. This is definitely something that we are not going to stop doing, even if it's after 90 days.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I would like to also share something that happened this week. So Stef was saying how you patch for 12 hours, then you throw it away. But a lot of us do take off the patch and patch somebody else afterwards. We call it like secondhand, and we know that whatever you get from that is like a bonus. You can't, it's not like patching from the beginning, but we see amazing bonuses. So this week I was with my sister, and her daughter was there and her boyfriend was there. But man, he's beautiful. He's 23 years old and he's beautiful. I mean, his skin is beautiful. You know, he's got the body, he's got this muscles. It's just, everything just looks perfect. Now, would you think that a person like that needs a patch? No, because everything looks perfect, right? But now I take off the patch. Now, usually my husband patches after me, but I was there alone. So now I take off this patch and it's like throwing food in the dustbin. That's still right. You know, I just struggle. I'm just like, who can I patch? Who can I patch? Because I don't want to throw the patch away. I know it can still help somebody. Anyway, so I said, we've been telling him a little bit about the patches and he's interested. But then I said, well, can I patch you? You know, and so I patch him on his neck. But now it's secondhand, right? But this guy who looks beautiful and everything looks perfect, he doesn't sleep at night. He's been struggling for years to sleep at night because he's got some allergy or something. His throat itches the whole time. So that wakes him up at night. And he's a qualified greenkeeper. So guess what? He's with dust and grass and all those things the whole time. He's got something with his ears. It's something that's not only now that he's a greenkeeper, it's been coming for years and years and years that he's had this problem. Anyway, so I patch him. But now this guy is in the sea. Now remember the second-hand patch, so the glue doesn't work so well. So he's like in the sea. So then I say, where's your patch now? Like, it's gone. So he hasn't been he's been patching second-hand, and definitely not for 12 hours as well. This guy is sleeping like a log. His watch actually shows how he's sleeping right through the night. He doesn't have the itch anymore. He says no medication has helped him for years. He's always had this itch and he can't sleep. And, it's really a problem. And it was just amazing to me. And this guy is going to Australia. His visa isn't coming through. He already resigned. And guess what? He needs money. So his eyes, his ears are open for an opportunity because he's in need of an income, because he stopped everything, already sold his car, he stopped his job, and the visa isn't coming through. So, sometimes we think, I'm not going to tell people about the business opportunity, I don't want to think I'm pushing them into it. That's not the story. My story is, if I didn't have this opportunity changed my life in more than one way, more than just a health way. I'm so grateful for the business opportunity. So I'm going to share with you about the business opportunity. And as you can hear, I am quite passionate about it because I'm so grateful for this opportunity that was given to me. So let's just get this one started. Okay. So we've got a few people here who have patched already, but we've got a few people here who've just started and a few people here who are guests. So what I would like to ask you, why are you here today? And what is the most important thing in your life right now? What would you like to change? What goals do you have? What dreams do you have? Maybe it's about your family, your time, freedom of choice. To me, that's a huge thing. Security. Maybe you want to travel. I'm sure most of us want better health and less debt, right? So let's just talk about the company a little bit. So LifeWave is already started 20 years ago. And that, to me, when I was thinking of making a decision of changing my business over to LifeWave, I had to know that this was a company that I could trust, that wasn't going to go out of business, after a year in business. So knowing that it's been going on for 20 years was great. I mean, we're in more than 85 countries or more than 80 countries. So that gave me a lot of confidence in the company. And it went from a $20 million company up to 2021. In 2020, X39 came onto the market in full force, and then everything just exploded. And you can see the amounts there. But in 2024, we're already on our way, we're near the end of the year, to 600 million, going from 20 million in 2021 to 600 million. It's just crazy. But it's because it works. And the great thing is it's not a Me Too product. So there's lots of other products that's being sold out in the market, but we have this unique opportunity to be able to market something and to bring something to people that nobody else can market. Nobody else can market this. The patent is still running for another 16 years that no other company can do and produce what we can produce. So this is really a unique opportunity. And in 2023, LifeWave was ranked as the #1 momentum company by businessforhome.org, which rates a lot of DSA companies and direct selling association companies, network marketing companies. And you can see there that we've had a 3,000% growth rate from 2018 to 2024. Guys, this is crazy. So we are really fortunate to be involved in a company that's growing, and they call us, I don't know how to say it in English now, but like the lover of the network marketing world, because it's just absolutely everybody loves it and it just works. So you're sitting here and you say, okay, I'm interested, what now? So there are different buying options. So if you are just looking at the opportunity or the products, you've got different ways to get the products. The first way is to become a customer, where you will pay full retail, or you can become a preferred customer, where you would get the wholesale price and you will be on a monthly order. And while you're on the monthly order, you will stay on the wholesale price. Ideally, that's what I usually like to give to people, is registering to become a brand partner, because then you can always get your products at wholesale. You get discount, And then if you want it, you can get a business opportunity with no restrictions and nobody that's going to tell you have to do something, but you can get wholesale for the rest of your life. So I absolutely love that option. And let's see, what is the enrollment options? So you know how it works with if you buy in bulk, you always get it for cheaper. So for me, this is great. We suggest at least starting on the core option where you would get at least 3 months of X39, which is what David Schmidt suggests anyway, to give it at least 3 months time to start really doing the work in your body. You can see there's a little discount where usually we would pay $100 for X39. You would now pay $295 for 3 sleeves. But look, when you get to the higher options, on the advanced, you will only pay $535 for 6 sleeves of X39. And if you are really serious and you want to go become a really serious entrepreneur, you can look at the next option. For 20 sleeves, only pay $1,750 US. What is great is that you can at any time mix and match and make up your own package the way that suits you and your family and your needs. So you can at any time take one of your X39 sleeves and sorry, I've got something, sorry, some alarm going off. So you can at any time take those sleeves, one X39 sleeve, and exchange it for 2 of the other sleeves, like the Eon or the Ice Wave or the energy patches. But the person who invited you here will explain to you and will work with you to get the option that's the best for you. So you can start at the option which is best for you. I could only start on the enrollment starter, which is $25, and I could only buy 1 sleeve of X39. That's how I started. So speak to the person who invited you here, and nobody wants you to go and break the bank. We want you to get the X39 on the back of your neck and get healed. That's the first and most important part that we think that we want to happen for you. And after that, we can take it further. All right. So there's also a business opportunity, as I said to you, which is great for us in South Africa, is getting paid in dollars. That is a huge advantage for us. So let's look at the 5 ways that you can earn an income with LifeWave. So the first way is on retail. So this is really great. The moment that you register, you get your own online shop. You immediately get your website. Everything is set up already. If somebody wants to buy from you, you give them your website name. All they do is they click shop, they choose the options, the products that they want to buy, give their address, give their banking details or the credit or debit card, and LifeWave will deduct the money. LifeWave will do the delivery, so you don't even have to carry any product. It's just amazing. Next one is introduction bonuses. When you bring in a new brand partner and they order product, you will get a bonus for introducing them to the business. Then you get cycle bonuses, and this is really the great thing, because now you will start earning from the work that your whole business is doing. You know, if you alone can probably work 8 hours, maybe 12 hours a day, and that is all that you can do. But if you've got a business, a network business with a lot of people in your team, imagine everybody of those people can work 8 or 12 hours, and you will be rewarded for everything that everybody does, and they will be rewarded for what you do. We will explain that a little bit later on. So the next way to earn is with matching bonuses, and that's when you help your team to succeed. And that is what's so great. You will see on these calls, everybody on here is not people that's in my team. We are downlines, we are sidelines, we are in different teams, but we all help. Everybody that shares their testimony here is helping maybe my guest. We are all helping each other. We all work together, because if you help somebody else, especially in your team, to succeed, and that's the greatest thing, to see how the people in your team succeed, then you get rewarded for that as well with the matching bonuses. And then, of course, there's always the member incentives, and that is with things like trips, rewards, prices, things like that. So these are the ways that you can earn an income with LifeWave. So let's just look at very quickly at the compensation plan. I'm not going to try and explain this, because your sponsor will work with you. And if you are here for the first time, this is going to be over your head anyway. I ask questions over and over and over, and I want to encourage you. Just keep on asking. There isn't a thing like a stupid question. It's dumb if you don't ask the question. Okay, so this is what we just going to quickly explain. So you will always get in LifeWave, we only work with what we call a binary. Binary means two, and you get a left team and you get a right team. So all that's going to happen is you're going to invite new people into your team, and you're going to put them either on your left leg or your right leg, and your sponsor will help you to decide and learn how to do it. But it's just so easy. All you have to do is get 4 people, and then you will already go to what we call manager, and that will open up the whole compensation plan for you. And all you have to do is help other people in your team to also become a manager by just adding 4 people, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. And that's what you keep on doing over and over and over. And what's amazing, you're not going to understand it now, but if I'm here and I bring in Kim, for instance, when I add a new person, that person will go under her. And when that person orders anything, I will get rewarded, but Kim will also get rewarded. It's going to be over your head now, but that is the exciting thing. It's not just the work that you do. It's not just the work that your downlines do. It's also the work that your uplines, your sponsor do. That's going to help you to earn an income. All right, that's very exciting. So this is just very quickly the matching bonuses that I was talking about. So basically, it's just your first line. If they earn cycle bonuses, you will get 25% rewarded with 25% of what they've earned, not of their money. LifeWave will pay you from their money. And on your second line will be 20%, third line 30%. I remember when I saw this the first time, and not only the first time, for a long time, I was like, I've got no idea what you're saying here, but it's okay. When I get there, I'll understand it. And as you get there, you understand it better. So don't try and understand it. Just know this company knows exactly what they're doing. And this is just an amazing way to earn an income. All right. So earlier on, Stef was talking about thisisit.info.com, and you can get the info there. If you want to know anything about the patches, about the business plan, but especially about the patches, why it works, how it works, what do you say to a doctor that asks you questions, where do you get all the research and everything, you can find it on thisisit.info.com. And then there's thisisit.team.com, and this is when you've decided that you want to become part of this company and you want to earn an income, and you will get all the information on there. So there is more than enough information. Your sponsor will also help you. And this is just exciting to know that the team that we belong to worldwide is This Is It team. And you can see there in 2023 how we outgrew even the rest of the world with sales and the growth. And then in the bottom is just a picture of the team that we belong to. Mole is in South Africa, and we are also one of the best teams in South Africa. And in fact, they said that South Africa, they wouldn't make it work in South Africa. And now South Africa is one of the top countries in EMEA, which is Europe, Middle East, and Africa. So we are just in the best position to be successful. And David Schmidt says, you have an incredible opportunity before you today. And this is the opportunity to bring the healing power of light to everyone around you. We are in a wonderful position to change our lives, our families' lives, and other people's lives around us. So now is your time to make a move. And I want to ask you, are you serious about your dreams and your goals? And maybe your dreams and your goals are just being healthy. Are you serious about that? I'm here to tell you that there is hope for your future. You're going to get started with X39 and your life is going to change, like all of us have been testifying here. So now's the time to go back to the person who shared this information with you, this opportunity with you. I'm going to stop the sharing now, and then we're going to have a few minutes of questions and answers. Anybody who's got any questions, but I'm just first going to stop the recording. But I just want to say thank you to Stef for having done an amazing job in presenting with me. Thank you to everybody else who shared here, everybody who was here. And I know if you're on here, you are in the perfect position to go out and change somebody's lives today and tomorrow and forever. So I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you.